welcome to a new reaction video. My name is Larissa and today I'm going to react to a new episode from the Pacific. This is the season finale already. Thank you so much for sticking with me and watching the full season of the Pacific with me. Or if you're just here for the finale, consider subscribing to my channel if you like this video, because there's a lot more fun stuff coming after this and you don't want to miss it. For example, the Avatar live action show. I'm gonna react to that in February, so there's something to look forward to. Before I start this reaction, I also want to tell you that you can watch all of my The Pacific reactions uncut on my Patreon, so my full reactions to all of the episodes. So check it out if you're interested, link is in the description. And yeah, the finale. I just watched the 9th episode and it was another really heavy episode. I think episode 10 is mainly gonna be about these guys returning back to society. So I think that's gonna be like a task. I feel like it's not gonna be easy. So I think we're not gonna see as much war here anymore as we did before, because I think in the end they were going home. But yeah, I'm very curious about what happened to their lives, what they like did after, and I hope that in the end we're also getting like a bit of an explanation about what happened to all the guys who survived, just like they did in Band of Brothers. So I'm very excited about this episode, so let's watch it. 3 days before my birthday, even though I wasn't born then. Are we gonna see Lexi? Lexi? Lexi!
You're not listening to me.
Oh, no, sure we are. And all that they've gone through on the fields of battle and the waves of the weary seas. About a comic, Amos. Phantom, Blondie.
Cigarette.
The Jhpat surrendered. The war's over.
The war's over. It's over.
That must feel so good.
Victory party. Can't believe it's over, huh? What do you do now?
Yeah, for real. I can imagine that.
What do we do now? What an idiot.
First official act of peacetime. Snaff.
I'm so excited for them to see everyone again. And I really hope Eugene is gonna like meet up with his old friend too. Now they can both share their experiences. Oh, that's Lexi.
Keep the change. I ain't touching that. Might have jumped into Normandy, but at least I got some liberties in London and Paris. You got nothing but jungle rot and malaria. Welcome home.
Okay. I hope he's gonna run into Vera again, because that was like a thing in the first episode, right? And then he kept riding her.
Well, we'll get this stuff out of here first
I
thing.
don't know where we're gonna put it all. We will have this place spick and span as always.
Ah, yes. I'm Miro Outinen. How about I take you to the back of the train? You can show me your caboose.
Dude. That is such a him thing to say. What did you expect?
First I gotta get Florence home. Florence from Melbourne?
You shipping her all the way over here. This the first we hear about it?
What?
When's she coming? I don't know.
So he got a girlfriend there and she's coming to live with it. Oh.
Guess I'm gonna find out soon enough whether I'm getting married or not.
Okay.
What about you, Sledgehammer? Just hoping this Florence girl comes to her senses. No job, no girl, no plans.
I mean, you have time to figure it out now.
I'm gonna get that girl.
The girl you just... Oh yeah,
Boys,
right.
what?
Who just hit you in the face.
I'm saying that about every girl since San Diego.
Is that... Oh, Lena. Is she... Who is she visiting? Lexi?
Mrs. Basilone.
Oh, John's parents.
I'm Lena.
I recognize you from the photos Johnny sent. Well, come in.
Proprio una bellezza.
Lena, he says you're beautiful.
George.
Heard so much about you. He couldn't stop talking about you.
Fa sedere la signora.
Please, sit down.
She's Italian too, right? I think it's nice though that they're not just showing short stories of the guys who survived. Like, of course, John Basilone was like a celebrity around there. But yeah, it's also like a bit of a change to just see her going to that family.
Do you need anything?
No. No, I'm not here for...
John's insurance money.
He never signed the papers. It's okay. I'm all right.
I saw his grave on Iwo. He's got lots of good Marines on all sides of him.
He would have appreciated that.
Sure about that coffee? Maybe something stiffer.
I came by because I thought you should have this.
Oh.
There's my little brother. No sign of Florence.
Thanks.
I feel like that's so weird.
Did to keep us from getting our full headshot off.
Just like saying goodbye to them after all that time.
You're good Marines.
And I'm sure they do reunions and stuff, but just the guys you fought with for all these years and went through all that. The guys you saw every day. I knew this episode was gonna make me emotional as hell. Oh.
You made quite an entrance, Bob.
Hope they meet their deadlines.
We're almighty proud of you. Proud of all you soldiers.
I was a Marine.
I think I also said soldier once in one episode, but I meant Marine.
Take my former position.
Well, you still want to cover local sports?
Yep. Start with.
That guy you got writing the column right now, he's got no snap, no style.
I will give you 7.
I'd have taken 5.
Farah? Yep. Just go speak to her. Or was that her husband? I thought it was a taxi, but now I'm not sure. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she had a husband by now. I think it's been like 4 years or 5. Oh.
What are you looking at?
You a Jhpat? Honestly, because you sneak up like one.
You are spying on Vera Keller. And she's dating an officer, of course.
Oh yeah, okay. She's dating him.
It's called working.
Not sitting there like that, it isn't.
Just wanted to say, at least turn on some light.
This mess.
Maybe it's also like time to get a place for yourself at this point.
I think you would have looked nice in them.
I wonder if like all the letters he wrote, if he ever actually sent them to Vera. I think I asked this before. It's just like, to me it felt like he was just writing to her, as in just writing for himself, kind of like a diary, kind of to write it all off, you know. So no goodbye? Oh come on, I don't think he would have minded if you woke him up. Just say goodbye. Why is this so sad?
Mrs. Keller,
Yes?
I'd like to speak to Vera, please.
And who shall I say is calling?
Robert Leckie, Mrs. Keller. I've lived across the street from you for the last 20 years.
Nice.
Welcome home, Robert.
I wonder what she's gonna say, because she's dating a guy now. But I from the first episode we didn't see a lot of them, but I did kind of like their vibe together.
Bob Leckie, you're back.
I was afraid you wouldn't remember me either.
Oh, I remember you. Last time I saw you was in church right before you shipped out.
Yeah.
You look well.
I've been wondering if you would grant me the pleasure of taking you out.
You want to take me out?
Yes, I do.
I have a date tonight. When the doorbell rang, I thought you were him.
Oh, ouch. I thought he just dropped her off, or was that like another day then?
Nice car. Robert Leckie.
Charles Dunworthy.
Army, huh, Charlie? Where'd you serve?
I just graduated from West Point.
Too bad you missed the whole show.
Yeah. So he's a lieutenant, but he was never in the war.
How about another time?
Maybe tomorrow night. What's going on here?
I just asked Vera if she'd like to have dinner.
Well, he's got
Nice
balls.
She's not interested.
Actually, I don't have any plans for tomorrow night.
Oh, is that right? Obviously, I've been wasting a lot of gasoline. Good night, Vera.
Ouch.
Well, it looks like I am free for dinner tonight.
That's nice. I mean, not so much for the other guy. I feel kind of bad for him, but I don't care. I kind of ship them, so.
You're staring.
No, 3 years ago, in a miserable part of the Pacific, I was laying in the mud dreaming about a moment like this with you.
So he never sent the letters.
You must have been through a lot. So what's next?
I don't know, I didn't get that far.
Just his dinner.
I think I don't know how to do this.
Bob, you're doing fine. This is fine.
He's so nervous.
It's a start.
And she's cute.
You know, I wrote you a lot of letters while I was over there.
You did? I didn't get any.
I never sent them.
Why?
I didn't think I was gonna make it. It didn't matter.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair. I thought it was just like because he thought it would be weird or something. Yeah, I just wanted to say, please read them now.
Cape Gloucester erased every word.
What were they like?
I feel like it would have been so nice if she could have just read the letters now. It would be so cute. Good to see that they're going on a date now. I was kind of hoping for that since the first episode when they met. Or saw each other at the church.
Take this from me or what?
Good to see you, Eugene.
Why is he picking him up and not his parents?
The Mammy Oakham. Hop out of the sailor.
Calms me down. Packing it, cleaning it. Always have something to do.
What do you remember about Mary Houston?
Well, like everybody else in Mobile, I was in love with Mary Houston.
Too bad for you. She's marrying me.
She was.
She said yes. Just gonna have to deal with it, brother.
Damn.
Saying that Mary Houston's gonna be Mary Houston Phillips.
The eyes of God and the law.
I don't even know who that is, but sure.
Juan should be my best man.
Aww.
That I'm gonna stand at the altar and lose Mary Houston to the likes of you?
Well, hell yes!
I really love their friendship. And it's also like in the beginning, they really hoped they could surf together. That didn't happen in the end. But then in the end, Eugene did get to go there and his friend went there. So they did kind of go through the same experience. So you really see like they both grew in the same way.
See you later.
Welcome home, Eugene.
I don't know, this is like such a heartwarming episode, but at the same time really sad because there are so many guys that didn't make it home. But just for them to just see their family, their friends again, it's so nice. Where are his parents? Aren't they like happy to see him? Or is he trying to surprise them or something? He's like, God damn, he did it. Oh yeah, he had a brother there, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what he said in the beginning, like, that's what they feared was gonna happen. I mean, I get that, especially after being there for such a while. And like, when they were sleeping in the foxholes and all, there was constantly a chance of just getting bombed. And just like all the stuff you saw, yeah, it's gonna give you PTSD.
I didn't get any sleep for the longest time. I still can't really. Martha doesn't complain, but I know I keep waking her up. Give me a coffee.
I like Martha. You're a lucky man.
I feel like he kind of wants a girlfriend too now. I read that he got married eventually.
There weren't any women in my corner of the Pacific.
You went through the entire war and retained your virginity?
Wait, yeah.
You show up at that ball, decked out in your uniform, all the ripe fruit will fall off the tree.
No, Edward, I don't believe I will. I don't believe I will ever put on a uniform again.
I get that.
Not a lick of sense in you.
I mean, he's just done with it. After everything, I get it.
You're looking to register for classes, Mr. Sledge? Which branch do you serve in?
I was in the Marine Corps, miss.
Did you attend any special schools while in the Marine Corps?
Weapons school?
Did you do any accounting?
No, miss.
Any journalism?
None at all. I had to handle explosives.
Okay.
So, nothing at all?
Isn't there anything the Marine Corps taught you that you can continue at Band Polly?
They taught me how to kill Japs.
I mean, that's kind of the reason why you were there, so why do they expect this from you? Why can't he just take classes? Oh, I feel bad for him, he's lonely. He needs a drink.
I saw you making a break for it. Drink fast. Mary catches us, she'll have me back inside dancing all night.
See that? That's why I'm still a bachelor.
That's always my excuse too. I'm free.
How did all this happen? I mean, look at us, sitting here to dance, drinking punch, to scratch on either of us.
Yeah, for real.
Why did I end up back here when all those other fellas didn't?
Feel like that's a thought that's constantly gonna haunt you. Why me?
Every guy back has thought that.
Sidney Phillips.
Yeah.
You get back in here and dance with a woman who loves you?
I'm coming, boss lady.
Boss lady.
I'll wrangle you a partner.
No,
I still feel like he was in love with his best friend. I said it before. He did marry a woman eventually, but bisexuality is a thing. Now, I obviously don't know anything about it. It was just the way the show portrayed their friendship in the beginning. I felt some tension between them, but I don't know.
Those things heat up, you know, and catch on fire. So you think you're going down to Murphy's to get yourself a television set?
I bet in 5 years, everyone's gonna want one.
Steel workers and electrical work. You know what I fought for? Television.
Television.
Thy kingdom as it is in heaven. This day our daily bread. Eat us not.
He's like, no way we're participating in this cult anymore. Yeah, he had the whole conversation with Eugene that him and God were not in touch anymore. But I thought it was like a funny thing by the time, because in the beginning we saw him literally coming back from a church.
I thought we'd start at what's left that old fence down by the creek.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I knew he wasn't doing too well.
It's alright.
No, I get that. Just going to a field to shoot a gun. Pretty traumatic.
You don't have to apologize to me, Eugene. I reckon the dove population's going to be mighty happy this morning.
Just chilling with his cool sunglasses.
Honestly, Eugene, you look like a gangster with those.
Yeah.
Your brother's coming for supper this evening. He's been named some kind of supervisor at the bank.
Better get our money out of that bank.
I'm sure Edward could arrange a starting position for you at the bank.
I'm never gonna work in a bank, Mom.
He really doesn't want to do anything, huh?
You need to make a plan for the future.
Yeah.
My plan is to do nothing for a while.
I mean, fair. Very fair. But, I mean, you're gonna have to do something eventually.
Not a boy.
Well, he's acting like one.
You have no idea what men like him have been through.
I feel like he should really go for some therapy. I think they all should, but most of them are just going on with their lives. But of course, I feel like it's a little... Oh, never mind, I'm not talking. Tell me what happens. Oh, we're gonna see actual pictures. That's so cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, he wrote a memoir. Aw, in 2001. Okay. Oh, I love this. Just getting to know what happened to them after. Kind of looks like him. Oh, he married Farah! 40 books! Yeah, I also read indeed that he wrote a book, but I didn't know it was 40. Also 2001. Yeah, well, he died, right? So not much of a future there, I think. Oh. Oh my god, that is so nice. Yeah, what did Lena do? Slay. Only 7 months. That's my birth year. So she never remarried, damn. I'm just like, was the pain too much, or did she just not feel like it? Aww. They all had so many children in the end. It's funny because I feel like they talked about that a couple of times. Like, yeah, we're gonna have a lot of children. Oh, not yeah, he got wounded. It's pretty early if you look at the rest. Oh, I liked him. I feel like they all kind of have a resemblance with the actor they chose. Aww. I don't think he looks that much like him. Or, well, nah. Oh shit! Until he read the book from Sledge. Stop it. A professional golfer. Oh damn, then I think he got old, right? 2008. I feel like they all had like nice lives. Damn. "17 years old. Oh yeah, those guys. He also died pretty early on. Also in the same battle, I think. No? Oh, I thought he died too. Oh, never mind. He drove race cars. Cool. Ah, he did. Aww. And they got 4 daughters. Oh, cute. So he was still alive in 2010. Well, I don't think now anymore because this show's 13 years ago, but that's nice. A doctor. Oh my god. Oh. So he was also still alive. And they remained friends for the rest of their lives. I knew this last episode was gonna mess me up. Aww. Just hearing the theme song now and all, and then yeah, it feels like such a journey we were on. Just watching the show, you really followed these guys' lives for these years, and yeah, just knowing what they did after, and it looked like most of them had such a like nice and fulfilling life. What a good show. I'm so happy I watched this. It's not helping that like the outro music is so beautiful because it's just making me more emotional. I loved it. Okay, I'm really gonna stop it now because otherwise I'm gonna keep crying here. What a journey. It's just, I had this with Band of Brothers too, and especially because that was my first war show. I was like, I normally don't watch stuff like this, so I didn't know what I was gonna think. And I was just like, yeah, let's just try this out, you know? And then the end of this had me just as much as Band of Brothers. Like, every time I'm like, okay, this is a nice show. And then, especially in the beginning, it's just like, you see all these guys, they're going to war, okay, sure. And then every episode, it just gets heavier. They have to go through more. You see everything they went through. And then in the end, to just like, see them returning, see what they did with their lives. I don't know. It's just, oh. 10 episodes of the Pacific together with you guys. That was nice. I don't even know where to start. Like, I want to say so much, but okay, let's just start with Lexi, I guess, because it's really nice that in the beginning they showed us like this thing with Vera, and obviously he had a bit of a crush on her. In the meantime, he also got a girlfriend in Australia, and at first I was like, okay, he's so in love with her, so probably if he survives the war, he's just gonna like go to Australia, or she's gonna come to him and they're gonna get married. But then she kind of dumped him in the end of that episode. But now we got together with Vera, and I think that was so sweet because we saw them in the beginning and I already felt like this vibe between them. Like, it's so nice that they ended up together in the end. I feel like Lexi and Eugene were kind of the main characters from this show, as in we followed them the most. So let's go to Eugene then. He married in the end, which is nice, but the show was really like showing us like he doesn't want this or something, but I think it was just his PTSD from the war. It was also stopping him from getting a job and all, just the way he was sitting at that tree and the nightmares he had and all. So yeah, I get that. I think it just took him a little longer to like get back to his regular life than other guys. You also saw in episode 9, especially in the beginning, I felt like he was really losing it. It was just like, it shouldn't have taken any longer because I think then he really would have lost it. But I'm so happy that he got back safe home. And it's so nice that he stayed friends with his childhood friend all along. That's so cute. I was just kind of like, I forgot his name again, and also his nickname. I just saw it, I knew it, but Rami's character, that he wasn't in touch with them for, I think it said 35 years. And then he only got back in touch with them when Eugene had written the book. I think it was somewhere a little sad, as in I think the war did so much to him that he didn't want to be reminded of it, so he didn't really seek contact with them. At least that's what I think happened. But then he read the book, and I think that really, did something to him. And then he was like, shit, I want to get in touch with these guys again. And then he got back in touch with them. I think it had something like sad but beautiful at the same time. I don't know, all the other guys, think it was also very nice to get to know what they all did. I don't think I have a lot to say about them all, like, specifically, because it was just, we mostly followed Eugene and Lecky, and then we of course had Rami's character who played a bit of a bigger role, and we had like, I forgot all of their names, so I'm not even gonna try. But like the other guys who were also with Lecky from the beginning, the guy where I said like, oh, I like him. He was like the comic guy. I felt like he was a comic guy, so I was just like, yeah, I feel you. I don't know. It's just nice that they survived. And I get that in this show they mostly pick people who survived the war, because especially like the guys who wrote a book, for example, it's very easy to tell their story because they wrote it in a book. What I noticed here, I think Band of Brothers is a bit older, but they didn't do like the talking things in the beginning, which they did in Band of Brothers, where the people themselves talked. I think that was so strong in Band of Brothers. But I noticed that back in 2010, there was only still, I think, 2 of them who were still alive. So that wasn't even possible. But I feel like it would have been so nice if we also could have gotten a documentary after the Pacific, just like in Band of Brothers. I think that was so nice to see. But yeah, sadly, that just wasn't possible anymore. I wonder what year was Band of Brothers from again? I know it was earlier, but... Oh, 2001. Yeah, okay, then I get it. that was like almost 10 years earlier. But yeah, overall, very good show. Like I said in the last episode, also the way these battles were portrayed, the way they really translate this to television, they really make us feel like, almost like we're there. Like, obviously, you can never know what that's like unless you're really there. But this show translates it so well to television. Just, you feel how hopeless they are, how desperate, everything that's happening, how hard it is. And I don't know, I'm just constantly thinking, oh, I'm so happy I never have to go to war and I can just sit here with my blanket. But I have so much respect for these people, and sadly, of course, there's a lot of war going on in the world right now, so that's like extra confronting, of course, that this shit just happens every day. But I have so much respect for these people who serve their country and do this, go through all of that, risk their lives. Insane. Yeah, I think I said it. I think that were my reactions to the Pacific. Another really good show. I'm very happy I chose to react to this too. I know my Band of Brothers reactions were a year ago already, so I felt like it was a nice timing to start watching the Pacific now. Like I said before, I'm gonna react to a lot more fun stuff, and probably sometimes some Second World War stuff again. I noticed that my viewers really like that, so and I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm learning stuff. Like I said in the beginning, of course I had history lessons and all, but the Second World War was never a subject to me where I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a lot of research about that. I just didn't care that much. But I think that's what makes watching these shows even more fun, as in, you're really like seeing how this was for them, and at the same time you're learning a lot about it. And I feel like ever since I watched Band of Brothers and the Pacific and some other war movies in the meantime, I feel like I learned so much. And I don't know, I just feel like I never could have imagined what these guys go through. And it's just insane. Yeah, I'm gonna start talking about how insane all of this stuff is again, and how good this is and how amazing the show is. But I think I should really stop this reaction because I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm very curious what you guys thought of my Pacific reactions. Also, if you ever want to like request your own TV show or movie or an information video about the Second World War, it's all possible on my Patreon. There's different tiers, and there you can request your own videos. Some people already do that. Some people request like Second World War movies. Some people have requested like information videos in the past. They're always really interesting. So if you have something, you can check out my Patreon. Of course, it costs money because I have to make a living. But yeah, if you're interested in that and you really have a video where you're like, oh, I really want you to react to that and it's an interesting video, I'm up for that. So check it out. And also, you can watch all of my full reactions to the Pacific on my Patreon, and you can get early access there to the next shows I'm gonna react to. So check that out. I'm sorry, this was a very long outro, but of course it's the last episode, so that happens. But I hope you enjoyed my The Pacific reactions, and I'm gonna miss watching this with you guys. So yeah, I hope you liked it. If you did, then please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and then I hope to see you to some other reactions. Bye!